All right, we are here with another Ebony Star production, sponsored by the E Nation. I am the Black Knight. With me is the Lady Knight. We got a gangster talk coming up. We're going to be talking about how much of a joke today's black man is. And the people who are laughing are white people. And even some blacks who seem to have an interest in following white people and catering to white people. But the biggest problem I have, like if you're going to be a sellout, you're going to be a traitor, the only thing you guys do is talk bad about black women. And it's one of the reasons why you can't do anything today in the present. But we're going to talk about it. I don't want to spill all of the beans here. We're getting ready to do it right now. It's Gangsta Talk coming up. All right, Dan. It's me, the Black Knight. This is Gangsta Talk. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Rest in peace. A brother that was taken away from us by the forces of evil, but it is what it is. When you sell your soul to the devil, you have to understand the devil will come collect. He don't care what time of day it is or what time of night it is. Whether he come as a thief in the night or he comes bearing gifts, it don't matter to him. He will come to collect. And by my side, as always, the Lady Knight herself, Miss Dame Frankie. How you doing, Miss Frankie?
I'm doing good.
All right, all right, all right. So we're going to get into this topic tonight. I ran across some things on the internet, and a lot of you guys talk a good game. You're on social media, and you think that you're getting away with not doing anything or producing anything here in the present. It's one of the reasons why you guys always retreat to the past to try to cover up what you're not doing here in the present. Every time your feet is put to the fire about what you're doing now in this time frame, in this day and age, you guys always run out your mouth, and one of the first names that come out of your mouth is Fred Hampton, right? Fred Hampton. I've heard Stokely Carmichael. I've heard Bobby Seale. I've heard Malcolm X. I've heard W.E.D. Du Bois. I've heard Marcus Garvey, Dr. King. All of these names of black men who accomplished something in their time frame. That doesn't say that you can get away with not doing anything. See, I don't pull that mess with me because I'm not going to let you do that. You understand? It's real problematic that you guys sit up here and believe that it's okay to recite those names and not do anything to help your people here in the present. Those brothers were helping their people. They were trying to help black people back then. What are you guys doing today? Well, let me tell you, today's black man is nothing like Fred Hampton. Many of y'all is almost treasonous for his name to come out of your mouths. Because many of you ain't nothing but gimmicks up here. Gimmicks looking for money. Studying paragraphs. Reciting. So you can sound smart, so you can intellectually woo the crowd. But in the grand scheme of things, you ain't really about a damn thing, and you're not going to do anything but scam people. And I find it very interesting that the first thing you guys want to do is bring Fred Hampton's name out your mouth. You guys don't have a tenth of the guts that Fred Hampton had. I wish you guys would leave these brothers of the past alone. Somebody said it's important to do your history. Yeah, it's important to know your history. But you don't use history as an excuse not to do anything in the damn present. You guys are using history to give you an excuse not to do anything here in the present. We need new Fred Hamptons or better. We need new Dr. Kings or better. We need new Malcolm X's or better. We don't need a bunch of scaredy cats regurgitating history that we already know. It's not like we don't know who those names belong to. Where are the new names? Where are the names in the present? How come you're not naming any names here in the present? I'll tell you why. Because today's black man is a damn joke. That's why you're not naming any names. There's no body to name. Well, I could think of a few. I could think of a few. So I'm gonna take that back. I could think of a few brothers. Dr. Claude Anderson, you guys won't listen to him. Okay. But where are the names? And then, you guys, just because you can eloquently recite these names doesn't mean a goddamn thing. You guys are being outworked by everybody. You know about your intellectual game. What about your work game? You guys aren't putting in no work. You guys aren't putting in any work out here. Bashing black women is not putting in work. Kevin Samuels didn't put in work. Kevin Samuels was a fool. That's not putting in work. Just because you can disrespect someone, that's not putting in work. Where's the work you guys are putting in? So they're talking about intellectually, nobody can handle you. Man, fuck all that. What about the work? What are you doing that we can see that's helping us get out of this position that we're in? We're in last place. What are you doing about that? And today's black men, you guys are losers. Kevin Samuels, you guys look for Kevin Samuels to be a hero. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. To let that name come out of your mouth and associate him with a hero. Are you fucking crazy? Yeah, I feel some of you dudes, man, your brains are smoked. Seriously. Some of you should do yourself. Some of you are so messed up. You should probably do yourself a favor and put your own self down. Oh no, I take that back because then somebody gonna say I'm promoting suicide. We're not promoting that here. Yeah. Kevin Samuels didn't do a damn thing but sit up on a social media platform like a coward and talk shit to black women. He always makes sure he did it when nobody can put their hands on her. That's what he did. Kevin Samuels was a coward. Okay? And you're a coward for following him. The fact that you follow him tells me that you're just as much of a coward as he is and a pervert. The hell's a damn near man who's damn near 60 years old talking to 20-year-old girls? I'll tell y'all why y'all want these girls. Because their minds aren't really developed yet. You can overpower them. So you ain't going to step to no real woman who's seasoned. Again, because you guys are punks. You understand? And I don't know what you think you're going to do with this style that you guys got out here now, all this shit about bashing back. Where the hell you think you're going with that? Where the hell you think you're going with it? Who the fuck are you talking to when you say save yourself, black man? What the fuck are you talking about? Man, he spoke bullshit. That's what he spoke. He spoke bullshit. And you a fool for listening to him. And he made money off you dumbasses. All right. We're gonna get down into it, right? We're gonna break down this tape. I'm sick and tired of seeing one so-called black man after another put up these podcasts and talk tough shit about women. You see, back in my day, we called that a coward. You won't step to no man, but you quick to step to a woman. I see one black man after another on social media talking shit about black women. And you get mad when other races of men talk about you talking about the black woman. Nobody respects you. Ain't nobody pulling nothing on you, atheists. I'm talking straight shit. I'm not trying to fool you in any way. No, I'm not shaming you and insulting you. I'm speaking the truth. If you following Kevin Samuels, you're a damn fool. Okay? But he didn't speak nothing but bullshit and hatred. He was no different than the Ku Klux Klan. And then on top of that, he was a sellout. And then tried to sell that shit to y'all talking about he don't call it selling out. He called it buying in. Niggas, you crazy? I wonder if Malcolm X was alive, what would he have thought about that statement? You don't call it he don't call it selling out. He called it buying in. And you fools are following him. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, we're gonna break down this tape. All right, then you got get the FBI thing going. We're gonna break this tape down one section at a time.
All right. Let's cover our bases. Okay. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, definitely, comments, is a definite thing on that. News reporting, only for those who don't know. Teaching, we're going to learn something new today. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright.
All right, let's do it. All right, y'all. So I just said that I keep seeing one black man after another on social media talking crazy about black women. Here's one that I thought was particularly funny and sad at the same time. You know, we're gonna break it down. All right, Dame, let it rip.
All right.
Fair use. Matter of fact, put them on the screen in the beginning. Put them on the screen so everybody can see who we're talking about. And then
Okay.
from the beginning, right?
Oh, I'm hoping so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, play it. Is that the one that I put in the chat about the manosphere?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, what do you have? That's not the right one.
All right, hold on. Let me back up.
Dennis, are you there?
At your
Okay, get that off the screen. Okay.
All right, there we go.
Okay, what is it that you're doing, Dan?
Okay, I'm putting it back in place.
All right, come on.
All right.
Nice. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Put 'em
I'm
on
Remy
screen.
Haynes. I'm a commercial photographer, and I'm working with a dating coach to find the right one. I pay to go to the doctor. I pay for a massage. Why not pay for a dating coach?
So I want you to get really clear and get in a good, happy space about what you do want. My name is Tracy Porterfield. I'm a dating and relationship coach.
The coaching actually helped me start the online date.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's good. That's fun. What I'm going to tell you is you don't have a really close-up face shot.
Once we got my online dating profile up, she told me that I should do at least, that I should check it every day and that I should do at least 3 winks every day.
So let's look at Bumble.
I was surprised because I thought, well, should I be reaching out to the guy? Shouldn't he be winking at me? And she's like, no, girl, this is 21st century. This is, we are winking.
Damn, get to the
Winking.
guy.
You see the problem here?
Okay.
She expects the guy to reach out to her, but that's not happening. That's why she hired a dating coach. And yes, this is the 21st century. I want you guys to let go of this traditional mindset when it comes to modern women, because we're not dealing with traditional women anymore. Women do not want to be traditional. Fine. Don't expect to be treated in a traditional manner. Time for you
Okay,
to
then
approach
take it
the
off
man that you
screen.
want and get rejected just like men. Miss Remy right here is a perfect example of the modern woman that set herself up to remain single for
Okay,
life.
stop.
Check this out.
Starts with funny. That's nice.
You see, now the problem I got with this guy saying, right? He's saying that there are no traditional women out there. There are plenty of traditional women out there. Plenty. The problem is that you guys aren't traditional men. You guys are weak. You guys are weak. This is why you keep trying to sell black women a load of bullshit. Wasn't your man Kevin Samuels trying to get black women to lower their standards? I'm talking about put their standards on the damn floor. You know why he did that? Because he knew how much of a damn letdown you guys are. He knows that you guys are dweebs. He knows that you can't really socialize with a woman. You're awkward. You don't know how to talk to women. So if he can get black women to accept anything, it's a win for y'all, right? And so no matter how fucked up you are, you can still get a black woman. But you see, that's not what's happening. And so you guys are sitting up there trying to, attack women and say that they are the ones who got it wrong, when in fact you are the one that don't know how to do anything. No, you guys can't even talk to her. You guys, I've heard some of you guys try to have a normal conversation. Y'all can't even have a normal conversation with a woman. This is why these dating coaches are making all kinds of money off of you guys. They're not trying to fix you. They know how screwed up you are. This is why they're making all kinds of money off you guys. And you're foolish enough to give them your money. A guy told me one time that if he had the $2,500, he would have gave it to Kevin Samuels to help fix his life. Kevin Samuels can't fix your life. Okay, if he told you that he can fix your life for $2,500, he lied to you, and you're a damn fool for believing him. All he was going to do was take your money. You guys don't get it. You guys just don't get it. You guys are lucrative to scam artists. They know that they got fools like you out there that are messed up in the mind. You don't have your shit together. And they can put together any old $2 scam and jack you guys for your loot. That's what Red Supreme is doing. That's what guys in the Manosphere are doing. That's what Kevin Samuels was doing. And what you guys are left with. You think that shit that Kevin Samuels was talking is going to get you a girl? And what world is that going to get you a girl? Hey, Dane, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
The stuff that Kevin Samuels was teaching, well, will that get a guy a girl?
It depends on what type of girl he's trying to get. I don't think it's the one he's hoping for.
Say that
Yeah,
again.
I said I don't think it's gonna get him the girl he wants to get. I don't think what Kevin Samuels teaching them is gonna get them the girl they want to get. Just like what he's teaching the women ain't gonna get them the man they want.
And
And that's
so, what will it get him?
huh? What will get them?
What kind of woman? Yeah, what kind of woman will he get?
Um. Uh. mm, what kind of woman will he get? From what I'm hearing, if there's a woman like what Kevin Samuels saying exists, he's gonna get a woman that's probably desperate to get a man, and she will temporarily, because there's no way if that ain't part of her personality, part of her nature.
You okay?
But that ain't part of her nature.
Are you
It's not
okay?
gonna stay with her. Yeah, I'm okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, a woman that's desperate, or the type of woman that really don't exist. I think that you guys probably need to go after desperate women. I don't believe you even get a desperate woman because I think 5 minutes is all it takes to understand the type of person she's with. I don't think that she will go that way. I don't even think you guys can get. I don't think you guys can get any kind of women, any kind. Because I've listened to many of you try to talk to women. You guys don't have it, man. You guys don't have no charisma. You don't have any pizzazz. You just don't know how to talk to women. That's why you listen to people like Kevin Samuels. This is why y'all read MacBooks. This is why y'all listen to pimps because you think that they have what you don't have, and they ain't nothing but all they doing is scamming you. Come on, man. You think Tariq Nasheed believes half that shit he wrote in the MacBooks? You actually think that you can read a book and you're gonna go out here and all of a sudden be some Don Juan and get all of these women? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And Tyree could tell you himself, he wrote those books in satire. I mean, satire. Okay,
Oh, okay. So they believe in sarcasm, that
pretty
he was
much,
making fun of them,
pretty much,
and, and they taking it as the gospel.
pretty much.
Oh,
Just like they take Kevin Samuels as a gospel. I mean, it's one thing to say, okay, if Kevin Samuels helps you, let's see, in what way did he help you? But to call that man a hero, God, dog, that's really, really bad. Okay, let's go back to the tape.
Art.
And you like that.
Yeah. Midwestern, 6 foot, loyal, respectful, reliable. Nice. No kids.
What I have my clients do is really get clear on what they're looking for, because if you're not clear, you're not going to find it.
What's your name? Remy. Remy. One thing she had me do was make a list of all the traits that I wanted to find in a partner. And of course, I had 3 pages or 4 pages worth of things that I brought to her the next day. And she's like, all right, so let's whittle it down to 5.
Yeah, but you
And I
see,
thought, 5? I got to go with 5?
stop. But you see, atheists, that's not a good thing because, white women are very nasty. And they'll have sex with anything. They'll have sex with animals. So she can be sleeping with you and sleeping with the neighbor's dog. Okay, so have sex with any damn thing. I don't mean that you some kind of dapper don. She don't give a fuck. She don't even care. She don't even care nothing about her own health. She don't even care anything about her own life. She on that you only live once situation. She don't care about none of that. She don't care about your life either.
She's
And
just
then
marking down her bucket list.
exactly. And then you guys are so immature, man. You guys are like fucking boys, juvenile boys. All you want to do is hump. Is hump. That's why nobody respects you. That's why you don't do nothing. That's why you always go back in the past when somebody put your foot from your feet to the fire about what have you done for black people, and you always seem to bring Fred Hampton's name out of your mouth, or Marcus Garvey, or W.E.D. Du Bois, or somebody like a Thurgood Marshall, or Malcolm X, or Dr. King. There are no new names. We know those names already. We don't need you to keep regurgitating those names. We know those men. We know what they stood for. What are you standing for today? Where's the names today? Stop using history as an excuse to do nothing today. And so today's black man isn't a man at all. Today's black man is an overgrown juvenile delinquent. Backpack included. You're not mature enough to handle any real affairs. That's why you're chasing dating coaches and listening to people like Kevin Samuels. You're not mature enough to handle any real affairs in this world. And nobody takes you seriously. They don't even take you. Most of them don't even think that you are mentally mentally a adult. Many of you. Okay. When what hits Atlanta? When what hits Atlanta?
He's making it sound like there's some kind of bomb or terrorist threat.
When what hits Atlanta?
Probably that imaginary winter.
Okay, play the tape, Dan.
Five qualities, and that was a lesson in itself. And then she had to whittle it down to three: kind, sense of humor, and motivated. Believe it or not, it is hard to find those three altogether.
Unrealistic expectations. Did you hear the way she said motivated?
And motivated.
We all know what that means in womanese, especially after she said it's hard to find those three altogether. Look, the dating coach asked her to make a list of qualities she looks for in a man, and she had 4 pages long. The dating coach asked her to bring it down to 3 qualities, and she stuffed all 4 pages in the word motivated. Dennis, motivated.
Motivated. 1. Very enthusiastic or determined because you really want to do something. 2. Having a particular motive equals a reason for behavior.
You see, you could be really motivated to Netflix and chill every day. We all know that that's not the motivation she's looking for. She could have said ambitious, but she does not want to appear shallow, come over as a gold digger, or only looking to date high-value men.
Yeah,
Let's give you an example of a
stop.
4-page list.
I value men, and the kind of unless you gay, right? 2, when are you guys gonna get motivated? When are y'all gonna get motivated? When y'all gonna get motivated to actually do something for your people, rather than chase women around here and just wanting to hump? I guess you guys somewhat throwing the towel. You done gave up. You done gave into the white man. You done gave into the system. And you know what? You know, what are your biggest people out there who give y'all like the biggest excuse, right? Is that we keep talking about what black men have been through. We keep talking about what we've been through. Keep bringing up the past, right? And two, that isn't the sign of a man. You see, children make excuses because they don't want to get butt whippings. Teenagers make excuses because they don't want to get put on punishment, you know? Kids make excuses. Grown people aren't supposed to make excuses. And all you guys do is make one excuse after another about what they did. First of all, many of you haven't experienced slavery. You may have experienced racism, but you haven't experienced slavery. So you shouldn't have a mentality like a slave. So how do you end up with it? Because you got black people teaching it to you. You know, you got black people who've given up, don't want to do nothing, don't want to change the outcome of their people. They're teaching you. They're telling you it's okay to remain a slave mentally and not do nothing for your people and not be the next Fred Hampton or the next W.E.D. Du Bois or the next Malcolm X or the next Dr. King. It's okay. Right? You wonder why Cynthia G. Shout out to Cynthia G. You wonder why Cynthia G. don't want to have don't want black women to give birth to you. Play it, Dan.
List.
My ideal
Stop,
man
stop.
is African American, dark.
Stop. First of all, 80% of black women, you don't know what 80% of black women are doing. Nobody knows. Dude, this is what I mean by your childish intellect. You actually believe that somebody in this world knows what 80% of anybody is doing? There's no person alive that knows 80% of what black women are doing. Or what 80% of black women are doing. 80%. You know how many black women, you know how many women that is? You have any idea how many black women are in this country? Nobody knows what 80% of the black women in this country are doing. Like I'm saying, you guys are mental suckers, man. 80% of black women are chasing top 20% of men, 95% of them not wanting black. Man, what the fuck are you talking? See, this is what I'm saying, man. This is why you guys get taken to the cleaners all the time. This is why you sound like this, dude. 80% of black women. Nobody knows what 80% of the black women in this country are doing. Shout out to King Kapala. What's going on? I don't know what the hell you talking about 80%. And you actually believe somebody who told you that they know what 80% of the black women in this country do. You actually believe that shit, don't you? You do, because you wouldn't have wrote it here in this chat if you didn't believe it. You're a damn fool for believing something like that. I can tell you anything. I can sell you the goddamn Brooklyn Bridge. Hey, man, 80% of the black women in this whole world, in this country, won't cross the Brooklyn Bridge. I'll sell it to you. And you buy it so you can sit up here in somebody's chat and type 80% of the black women in this country never crossed the Brooklyn Bridge. You guys are stupid, man. People can tell you anything.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah. Now that
Do you actually
he's
believe
just
that?
a generalized statistic. He ain't eliminating the women that's too young for him, the women that's too old for him, and automatically 80%. or chasing the
And
top
then on
20,
top of
or
that,
which percentage are
then,
married.
and then on top of that, right? You don't know what demographic, you don't know what the sample size is, you don't know how old the women are. Okay, when they said that black men make good fathers, right? The age range would all the way down to 15, right, Dane?
Yep,
15?
15. I'm like,
15.
what the hell?
15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Most black dudes don't have kids at 15 years old. That's
And even if they
yeah.
do, they still boys. They're not
Hey,
considered
you
men.
see, you got to be careful who you go around talking that stupid stuff, man, because you'll get smacked up in certain places. You have no idea what you sound like saying 80% of the women, of black women in this country. You don't realize you sound foolish. Nobody can tell you what 80% of the black women are doing in this country. Nobody can tell you that. And a white man you listen to, he can't tell you either. But then again, he don't have to bat. He can just tell you any old he'll just tell you any old thing and you'll believe it.
Yeah, I don't even
All
think
right.
that's a statistic. That's just something they throwing around.
Yeah, 80%. Yeah, stupid. 80% of black women are chasing 20%. That's some Kevin Samuels made up,
Manosphere,
BS. Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
that was the thing that created the war between the manosphere. The
and how the
so-called
hell?
20% that's chasing made the ones that the 80% of the men who weren't getting it jealous, and it was a civil war in the manosphere. You better cut that out. You're creating
I want to
division
know. I
between the
want to
manosphere and
know.
the Wakefield.
I want to know how did Kevin Samuels come up? Yeah, but I want to know how did they come up with 80%?
And out of the 80%, with their age range,
Was it 24 million black women in this country? It's like what? Wait a minute.
About 20
So
million.
what? Was it 24 million black women?
Yeah,
No,
about
it's
20.
24 million.
Yeah, just about. Yeah,
Huh?
we're almost even.
It's about
Yeah,
23
so
or 24 million black women in this country. And so 80% of that is what? Let's just say it's 22 million black women, right? 80% of 22. $22 million black women in this country. And you want me to believe that somebody actually knows what 80% of them are doing. Oh my goodness.
So about
If that's the,
17.6
if that's the case,
million.
17 so somebody knows what 17 million black women are doing. 17 million. And if 62% of black women are single, it's because that they've been made baby mamas by the black men. I'll give you an 80%, right? How about 80% of today's black men is a deadbeat dad, an absentee father? See, I'm not going to put you in the category of the real brothers from the past. I'm talking about you jokers out here today, this generation. You guys are deadbeat dads and absentee fathers. All you guys want to do is hump.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Black women are toxic. Nigga, man, you about to get me. Hey, bro.
No, he's talking to atheists. He said, by your statistic, the whole entire planet is
No, I'm
toxic.
talking about now. I'm talking about this. They're talking about black women are toxic. Are you crazy?
Well,
Most
shoot, so
black
that's
women
the
are good
case,
to deal with, of
atheists, you're
course.
talking about yourself. So black women should be dating
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
What is this 304? This is the
Funny.
second time I've seen that.
It's probably some stupid number that they came up with, because most of these guys are gay anyway. So
Making me
it's
think of
probably some
the
gay get back at women. Uh, yeah. All right, let's play the tape.
All right.
Complexion, 6'2", athletic body, 230 pounds, average dark eyes, straight white teeth, all 32. God-fearing, spiritual, attends, millionaire, generous, family-oriented as a family, sports spectator, not his friends, stand together, dedicated to loving me, determined to make our love more, and sincere and genuine, nice, honest, trustworthy, faithful, dependable, mature, understands, chivalry, practices, adventurous, will try anything.
This is what she means with motivated. Everything that pleases her. Nowhere in this video is she asked what qualities she brings to the table. And we all know that that's not even close to what she wants. You will get crazy answers like, I am the table, which is bullshit. You cannot be the table because the table is where we negotiate. It's the relationship, so to speak. So what do you bring to the relationship? She will give us some answers soon. Let's continue.
Okay,
A
stop.
lot of people will go with.
Well, if you gotta ask a woman what she brings to the relationship, then that means you don't have anything to bring to the relationship. Real men don't ask women what they bring to the relationship. We know what they bring. They got what we want. Now, you probably don't want a woman because you probably want a man because all of this stuff is suspect. Because real men don't sit up on social media and talk bad about black women. Not real black men, not straight black men. That's not what they do. So I'm thinking you guys, are probably in love with other men. You know what I'm saying? See, a real man don't have to ask a woman about what you bring. We already know what she's bringing to the table. She ain't got to tell you. If you don't know, then you ain't got no business trying to court one. Exactly, American Jonesy. Talking about what black. What she talking about, bro? I mean, if you have to ask a woman, well, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the relationship? Then you ain't fit to be with a woman. And you're probably looking in the wrong area. Okay? You might want to look for a man. Okay? That would be more in line with what you're looking for. Okay? Like I said, real men, we know what women bring to the table, bro. Okay? See, Kevin Samuels done got y'all mom. Well, actually, he don't, because your moms were screwed up before Kevin Samuels. He just made it worse for you. He just made it worse. All right, play it, Dan.
Oh, okay. But before I do, ladies, if you see any guy coming in here saying a 304 or calling a woman a 304, he's calling them a garden tool. Time him out, kick him out. I don't care. Immediately.
A garden tool? You talking about a
Yeah,
hoe?
you know the one I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the 304 means. It's that upside down on the calculator.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
okay,
that's
ladies.
I mean, man. I mean, you guys are terrible, man. Like that's all you guys do is talk about women. That seems to be the only thing you guys care about. You keep making these podcasts about who black women are dating. If you don't, okay, here's my problem, Dame. Dame.
Yes.
If they hate black women so much, then why are they wasting their time making videos about them?
Because they really want black women. They just want her to give them what they want. They want the black women to choose them. They want her to be their servant, their personal slave, do everything for
Yeah,
them. They don't want to have to
personal say,
do
what the
anything. They
fuck you
want
up,
her to
Fred?
do everything.
Fuck you think this is the Flintstones? I mean, you guys are you guys are the corniest, the weakest dudes ever. Ever. Play it, Dan.
All right.
With chemistry. They're out, they meet someone they have chemistry with, and then they're walking down that path. And that's not necessarily sustainable.
I did go on one date. It was very, very like casual. It was like a dog walking date, but it was nice.
I
To
actually
kinda
like a
get
dog walking
out.
Okay,
date for you.
yeah,
fast
I
forward.
think that's it's a
feels
good way to
forward
ease
then.
into it.
She kind of got down to the nitty gritty of how I was.
She's smart, she's tall, she's got good energy, she's professional, she's got a great career. She can be somewhat intimidating.
There you go. Intimidating. Well, that's not the right word. The right word is unattractive. They cut her off when she wanted to elaborate on the dog walking date. I was curious what she was going to say about that.
Okay,
But
stop.
fellas, no more dinner dates.
Okay, now let's point out the immaturity here, right? He says unattractive. Well, at some point, your looks are going to fade on both people because you're going to go through a transition. It's called getting older. Okay? You're not going to look the same. The problem with you dudes are y'all perverts. You want a woman to stay 18 or 19 or 20 forever. That's why your man Kevin Samuels say that a woman hits the wall at 25. And many of you guys are sound like sexual predators because you want the age consent to be around what, 15?
About 16, 18.
No,
Depending on the
15.
guy.
You know. Well, we heard Cyber say 15.
They already moved down to 15 and 14.
Yeah, we played Cyber on here. Remember?
Oh yeah, he did say 15.
Yeah. And so you guys, a lot of you guys are perverts, and you know. So, all right, play it. But I don't want to hear them. I want to hear what he got to say. Yeah.
Go for a walk, get some coffee. She should have no problems with that if she genuinely wants to get to know you. At first glance, you can already see what's keeping her single. She's one of those career women that's looking to date up. She's tall, so if she's looking to date 6-footers only, she eliminates 85% of men. She hit the wall and she has no kids, so she probably dedicated her life to her career. Now she's at the mountaintop and realizes that it's cold and lonely. Because of the wall, she doesn't get the attention she was used to getting. That's why she hired a dating coach. She had boyfriends before, but she couldn't keep them, and here is why.
I can definitely see myself being a perfectionist, and that's got to be really hard for some people. I'm so oversensitive about
Okay, stop.
how someone might dress, how their hair is.
What is this wall thing? What are you guys talking about? She hit the wall. Women don't hit any wall. What is this wall thing?
They comparing her ability to produce a child to her value as a woman.
So They're saying women hit the wall when they can no longer bear children.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even
That's what
understand what that's supposed to mean. Like,
that's what the stupid ones are saying.
yeah, I don't even. I'm like, what does that even mean? The guy's talking about some damn wall.
Okay.
You
Well,
okay? Huh?
they expect, okay, because she can no longer have children, she is considered old, and no man wants an
Well,
old woman. They want
well,
younger
you
and
guys,
younger.
well, you guys hit the wall at 30. Meaning you Mansfield dudes, right? Y'all 30 years old, and you got the mentality of like a 17-year-old. So we're gonna drop the number down for y'all. Many of y'all hit the wall at 18. Okay, mentally. Many of y'all hit the wall at 18, mentally, and you stay like that. Exactly. I've seen women in their 50s and 60s. I don't even know what he's talking about. I've seen women in their 50s who are drop dead gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know
Yeah.
what you punks talking about. Talking about something. There ain't no damn wall. You
I
hitting the
know a
wall
sister
mentally.
girl who has to be mid half her age with a stick.
Yeah.
Some of them were
You dudes
former
hitting the wall.
students.
See, y'all say they hitting the wall because here's the deal, right? You guys don't have what it takes to hold a woman's attention and make her want to be with you. The manosphere guy that's making this tape, he sounds like a dweeb. So no black woman will take him seriously or want to be with him. You guys are just having a problem because you can't talk to women. And that burns you up, right? That's why you call them all kinds of names, because you can't talk to them. I guarantee you, if the woman gave you the time of day, you wouldn't be on here talking this nonsense. But because she won't, what do? You behave like a child and throw a temper tantrum and start calling her all kinds of names. Just like a child, right? You throw yourself on the floor, start kicking your feet up in the air, calling her all kinds of names, right? And then when you stop crying, you go play your little PlayStation till you fall asleep, right? Now, you guys need to come to my gent culture. I can teach you how to get yourself together. I'm not going to teach you how to talk to women because there's nobody that can tell you how to talk to women. Well, there's a respect level that you should use, right? And you should have manners. I can teach you that. But as far as getting the woman to believe in you, that's something you have to come from. That's to come from within. Can't nobody teach you that. Okay? Can't nobody teach you that. All right? So, atheists, you need to come to my gent culture and sit in front of the class so I can teach you how to straighten yourself out and stop thinking like a dweeb and a loser to attract women. All right? You're not going to attract any women talking like that. Now, this channel is dedicated to black women, right? How many black women you think are interested from watching what you type in the chat? Anyway, play the tape there.
Mm-hmm.
Cut how like, and not just physical stuff. It would be, I mean, even living with someone, I'll be like, oh, I'll clean that plate. Oh, I'll take that glass away. Like I can't just leave stuff.
if you have that perfectionist syndrome, you're going to have a tough time in
Okay,
the dating
stop.
world because it's not all going to be there.
Dane, do me a favor. Go behind the scenes and play that. I just want to get to him. I don't want to hear the women anymore. Okay?
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. I don't want ugly fat women. What do you see? Well, there you go. You see, that's your maturity level. That's something a child would say. Okay? That's something a child would say. That goes to your immaturity level. See, this is why you're in the situation you're in now, and you are a loser and you can't attract women. Hell, you can't attract the ones you want or the ones you don't want. You can't attract them. I bet you can't attract a ugly fat woman. I'm willing to bet atheists that even a so-called ugly fat woman wouldn't want you. You couldn't pull her either. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't
Yeah.
pull her either. I bet the woman that you call ugly and fat, she wouldn't give you the time of day either. You couldn't even pull a so-called, what you say, ugly fat woman. You couldn't even pull one of them. Okay, then you got it?
Uh-huh.
All right, let it rip.
Looking for perfection while you're not perfect yourself, yeah. Women know how exhausting they can be. She chuckles because she knows it. This is not intimidating, this is unattractive. No man wants to walk on eggshells in a relationship. No man wants to be nagged for no reason. This is why your career doesn't make you more attractive, because men are not looking for women to take care of them financially. But because of your career, you feel like you deserve a man that's on your quote unquote level. He needs to
Well,
be
stop.
perfect. And this is
Well, you see, we're atheists. You see, what you just said, that's predatory language. Okay? You sound like a sexual predator. What you want to do? Date grape women? You want to get the women discombobulated so you can take advantage of them? That's a predator. And as far as what this guy is saying, you know, nothing wrong with staying in your age range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dolomite, you sound. See, your problem, guys, is immaturity. Okay? When you grow up, you'll see things differently. But right now, while you are a juvenile mentally, you're not going to see, women the right way. Okay, play it, Dave.
Oh.
he needs to be perfect. And this is where the dating coach can't help you.
Okay,
You
stop.
don't need a dating coach.
You see, this is the problem. Whenever a woman points something out about you that's flawed and that she doesn't want to deal with, you guys say she's looking for perfection. She's not looking for perfection. Like, for example, if you have a nasty habit of leaving the toilet seat up when you go and take a piss, or when you go and urinate, and you spray it all over the toilet seat. Well, women don't like that. They think that's nasty, right? And so if they ask you not to do that, your reply is, "Oh, woman, you're looking for perfection." If she asks you to get your lazy ass off the couch and stop playing your PlayStation game for 18 to 22 hours straight and go out and look for a job, she is looking for perfection. So it doesn't matter what she tells you. Because you see, you got it in your mind that you can't go any further than what you are. See, this isn't about them. This is about you. You have no confidence in yourself. You have lost your way and you have given up on yourself. You're kind of like in the same boat as somebody who's been put in a bad situation out of nowhere, realizes that they can't do anything about it, and tries to make the best of it. That's what you're doing with yourself. You realize that, you know what? I'm not going to be anything better than what I am right now. I'm not going to achieve anything. I truly believe that I'm a loser. And so, since I'm going to lose, I may as well make the best of losing. That's what you guys are doing. Okay? Don't blame that on a black woman. That's you doing that. Hold on one second here.
No, atheists, don't wait till they're drunk and high to have sex with them. That's all we're saying. But that's for your protection as much as hers.
What's that?
Oh, I was talking to atheist. He was telling Dolomite, don't give women drinks or weeds, otherwise you're a predator. And I said, no, don't wait till they drunk and high to have sex with them.
And take advantage of them.
Yeah.
You guys say simp culture, right? But I know simps who got women. You guys don't have any women. Simps are winning. Hey, Dan, wasn't we on the panel with women who said they like simps?
Yes.
Women like simps. They'll tell you themselves they like simps. Huh?
I said, yeah. And don't consider them simps.
Right.
You know, they're corny, they're romantic, you
guys aren't even doing better than the simps. The simps are out on you. The simps are winning. They winning. They
don't have to get women drunk or high. They get
exactly. Exactly. We can bring women on here that'll tell you to your face that they like simps. They don't like you guys though. See, atheists, they don't like you. They don't like you guys. They don't like you manosphere guys or you red pill guys. They don't like none of y'all. They like simps, but they don't like none of y'all. As like I said, you better be watching who you call a simp because the simp is winning. Exactly, American Jonesy. What's up, Deacon Dave? Shout out to Deacon Dave. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Yeah.
But listen, so the guys you were calling simps, right? They are winning. And there are plenty of women out here who will tell you that they like simps. Okay, play it, Dan. Let's continue.
Okay.
You don't need a dating coach. You need a therapist. No man is good enough. Perfection doesn't exist. This woman looks like she's in her early 40s, and that makes it even harder to change your personality. Women have these unrealistic expectations. So what do you get in return when you meet all these expectations? Women were celebrating when the Lonely Single Men article came out. But if men are single, this means women...
You're saying that women have unrealistic expectations. So wanting you to have a job and be able to pay bills, be able to maintain a home is unrealistic. Isn't those the things that you're supposed to be capable of as a man? You're supposed to be capable of producing, providing, and protecting. And if a woman wants you to do the things that you are supposed to do and are capable of, how is that having unrealistic expectations? I don't get it. Now, some of you have gotten to the point to where you think that the games that you play are reality. We had a couple of dudes up here that believed that Grand Theft Auto actually took place in the real world in real time. You guys get wrapped up in your games. Now, I used to be a gamer back in my America Online days, but I grew up. I produce. I've been making six figures for. Forget six figures. I'm trying to get 7, 8. As far as I'm concerned, six figures. That's low expectations. Anybody can come out here now and make six figures. I'm trying to get past that. I'm trying to break into that 7, 8, 9 category. Forget 6. I'm tired of 6. I've been doing that for years. And if you want to, if you're getting six figures, as far as I'm concerned, you have no ambition. Only six figures. That's all you want. Anybody can get that. And for you to sit up here and make that, right, your soapbox, your foundation, right? You are atheist and Dolomite. You're going to make your foundation on six figures, as if six figures, and depending on where you live, six figures is nothing. I live up north. Well, I live in Virginia now, but I come from the north, son. I come from Jersey, right next to New York. Six figures don't mean a damn thing. Matter of fact, you making six figures, the motherfucker up there gonna look at you. Motherfucker up there gonna look at you and say, "That's all." So I guess y'all gonna make six figures and live in the deep south where Dame live at, down in Louisiana, right, Dame? Where the money can go a little further.
Oh yeah, that's real good. Shoots, we happy when you're making 35,000 or 50,000.
Exactly.
So you know 100,000.
They don't take it. First of all, they don't take advantage of the simps. The simp is getting what he wants.
He gets the woman.
The simp is getting what he wants. Right. He gets the woman. He gets the. Yeah. They get something in return. They get something. He wants to wine and dine a pretty lady. He getting what he want. Don't get mad at them. They're winning and you guys are losing. Let me explain something to you, atheists. The whole manosphere, you guys are at the very top of the very bottom. Now, who would be under you at the very bottom? Okay, you guys, starting with you guys, the manosphere, you're at the very top or the very bottom. The people under you would be, no, red pill. The people under them would be black pill. And the people under them would be the SYSBM. Stats about what? You can't even prove your stats. And they're talking about some 80%. There's 17 million women, son. Nobody know what 17 million women are doing. And you believe that nonsense, don't you? So you can go into somebody's chat and have what you think is a talking point. When you sound like a fool, 80%. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, exactly. So The manosphere is they are the cream of the crop of the bottom. So all you guys under the manosphere, you're chasing the manosphere who's at the very top of the very bottom. Now, I want to ask you guys a question as a black man. Where is your okay, MGTOW, Red Pill? No, it's Manosphere, Red Pill. I think MGTOW is even worse than the SYSBM. So I'm gonna put MGTOW last because those dudes are weird. They scary weird. I mean, them guys got blow up dolls and rock'em sock'em robots that they don't put dresses on.
And then they abuse their
Hey,
sex
Dan, do me a favor.
Mhm.
Get a picture of rock'em sock'em robot on the internet real quick. It's gonna put it on the screen, okay?
Okay.
You got guys putting skirts on rock'em sock'em robots. I'm gonna show y'all what rock'em sock'em robots look like. Now, that's old school. That was back in my day when I was young, right? These guys are putting dresses on rock'em sock'em robots. They're putting dresses on G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. You have any idea what that looks like? These guys are putting dresses on G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip. And then when you get a chance, right, find a G.I. Joe commercial with Kung Fu grip. All right? I'm just telling you. The MGTOW dudes are off the man, they're off the radar, man. I'm gonna have to put them dead last, bro. I can't even do it, man. I mean, them dudes they weird. They spooky weird, man. I mean, it's like you'd be like what one dude be talking and whatnot, right? And you watching him and whatever, and he's going to his kitchen talking, doing a live, and he open up his refrigerator to get a drink, and you see a dead cat in the freezer. As plain as day. Some old weird dudes, man. I don't know about that, man. Have you ever seen a dress on G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip? Why disrespect? Okay, if you was gonna disrespect G.I. Joe like that, why didn't you just do it to the regular G.I. Joe? Why did you have to do it to the one with Kung Fu grip, dude? Why you had to make G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip into a sissy? What you got, Dan?
Okay, wait. Okay. Oh shucks. That's not it. Oh, okay, here it is.
You got it. Don't think you've gotten me off of you, atheist. I'm just having a little fun with MGTOW right now, but I will be getting back to you shortly. Okay. These are rock'em sock'em robots, y'all. Now, obviously, that's a new version, but these came out of the 70s. These MGTOW guys got dresses on these things. Okay, Dane. Next with the G.I. Joe. Let's get the G.I. Joe going.
Okay.
Exactly, Decent Tabo. They made G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip into a sissy. They put these MGTOW dudes are weird, man. Like I said, man, why you had to do it to that one? You could have did it to the other version of G.I. Joe, the earlier one. Not the one with Kung Fu grip. Yeah, y'all keep talking about these dudes like Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray winning, yo. Pookie and Ray Ray got women. Pookie and Ray Ray got like 50 kids, man. Y'all don't have nobody. I wouldn't be sitting up here talking about somebody else getting a woman when I couldn't get one. I mean, what does that even sound like? Y'all can't And like I said, I've heard a lot of you talk. Listen, put your pride down and stop listening to this foolishness. Come to my gent coach. I usually do one on Sunday. I've been off a couple of Sundays. I've been doing something. I usually do one on a Sunday. I'm an old school dude. I'm going to teach you a thing or two about yourself that you can correct. And then a woman will be attracted. Okay, but right now you guys are repulsive to women. We got to get rid of that. Come to my gen culture. Name what you got. Yeah, yeah, that's why. Yeah, yeah. Black women going their own way. Going your own way where? Where y'all going? To some closet so you can poke each other in the dunker? Is that where you going? Yeah, man, you guys are repulsive to women, man. We can come. Is that the commercial, Dan? Dan, get the commercial. You can find a
Okay.
commercial on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Okay, get that off the screen. G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip. That was the shit when it came out, man. We used to get into fights with our G.I. Joes, and we put the Kung Fu Grip on somebody, and he would pretend that he was dead. That's how bad that, yo, man, that's how bad that Kung Fu Grip was. You'd be play fighting to put the Kung Fu Grip on somebody, and dude would just fall down and pretend that he was dead from the Kung Fu Grip. Yeah. So anyway, no, they're on their way to Brokeback Mountain. You guys, Brokeback Mountain. You see, somebody can tell the SYSBM that Brokeback Mountain is a movie. I don't know if it's a real mountain. It probably is a real mountain, but that's probably not what the name is. Actually, you're wrong about that, atheist, because the Pookies and Ray Rays, they are in the community doing anything. As a matter of fact, the Pookies and Ray Rays have chilling out. What's going on in the community now is you femboys running around with all these skinny jeans on. That's what's in the community now, a bunch of femboys.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, listen, atheists, come to my gen culture. You see, what these guys don't tell you, they don't tell you how to fix yourself. There's something wrong with you. It's not the woman. That's why you sound like a fool, because you don't understand what the real problem is. Play it.
All right.
Fair use.
And here is G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip. G.I. Joe has hands
Kung Fu Grip.
that grip, fingers you hold open and let close, hands that hold on with the Kung Fu Grip, the grip you help Joe use in self-defense. G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip, the hands that grip.
How racist is that commercial, y'all? That's some racist. You see what I mean? We would play, and fight each other, and through the Kung Fu Grip on somebody, roll over and kill over. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness! If motherfucker putting dresses on GI Joe with the kung fu grip.
Oh well, shucks. They used to do other
Well,
things
then,
to
if you
it.
don't live in the black community, then why are you trying to critique black women? Shout out to Decent Tabo. I ain't seen you in a while, bro. Yeah. So. Okay, Deacon David, play one more time for Deacon Dave, Dan.
Okay.
Oh, racist ass commercial, man. I don't know about that atheist. I don't know, but you don't sound like no black man to me.
Hands that
You
grip.
sound white.
Fingers you hold open and let close. Hands that hold on with a kung fu grip. The grip you help Joe use in self-defense. G.I. Joe with kung fu grip. The hands that grip.
That's a racist guy. That's a goddamn racist ass fucking. Oh my goodness, man. But at the time, you didn't know it was racist. You know, all you wanted was GI Joe with the kung fu grip. When we heard about it, we were like, "Ooh, did you see the new GI Joe? He got kung fu grip." And back then, you know, the big martial arts movie that was on TV was Kung Fu. You know,
Uh-huh.
with David Carradine masquerading as a Chinese man, he's a white dude that they pretend is Chinese in the movie.
Yeah. And I was speaking with that soft, halting, supposed to be wise man type
and,
Asian man talk.
and the kind of karate he was doing, he would get his ass whooped. You understand what I'm saying? Them slow ass scissor kicks. That was his go-to move, that scissor kick. Man, get the fuck out of here. You get his ass whooped. But anyway,
And for you young folks that don't know
no, man,
about
not every
that,
black man, but no, actually, atheist, every black man that is normal would be loyal to his race and be with black women. See, normal black men don't go with non-black women. See, see, you do. Let me tell you what you guys are. You probably the part of the passport gang, right? Where y'all want to go to these countries and go on a hostro and get you some hoes and try to domesticate them and bring them back for sex slaves, right? Wasn't that you guys talking about going to Brazil? You have any idea how dangerous Brazil is? You have any idea how dangerous Brazil is? See, I've traveled the world. I'm ex-military. I've traveled the world. I've lived in a lot of places where you guys want to go. Now, here's the thing: you're not going to get a native girl in the rural residential area because when you go up in those villages and whatnot, right? They know that you are a foreigner, and they're not going to treat you kindly up there. And some of the places I wouldn't advise to go because it'd be the last thing you do. You guys want to go overseas to have sex with underage girls. I traveled to many countries too, but mostly I lived in Asia for a long time before I came back to America. I lived in Japan, China, lived in a few places, Korea, Singapore. Yeah,
well, we keep trying to tell these passport dudes they don't have to cover the military when they go in these countries, and they're gonna be targeted.
exactly,
But oh, they don't
exactly.
believe us. We just lying because we don't want them to go. Are we jealous that they're going to some non-black women in another country or better than us?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
not that we're trying to save their lives. Oh no, no, no.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I wouldn't. I've lived in a lot of these countries. And I'll tell you right now, America is the best place to live, man. You just don't want it with some of these countries. Like the Philippines, you would never want to live there. You would never want to live there, man. Trust me. Y'all have no idea how good you got it. I understand we got racism and we got all that. You know, we got to somehow get past that. But I'm telling you right now, you don't want it in other countries because the laws are completely different. Okay? They are completely different. A lot of things over here that you can get away with, you can't get away with over there. There are countries, man, that I've been to that if you even look at the women, you'll go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay? You go to jail. Bahrain, out there in the Middle East, you go to jail for looking at the women. If they catch you staring a woman down, one of their women, they will have you locked up. And Bahrain is one of the many places in the Middle East that has a guillotine in the middle of their town. Okay? So. Yeah, you guys are dumb. Because there's nothing you can tell me about these other countries. Okay? Because you got to speak the language, right? Like, for example, what would you do in Sweden if you couldn't speak the language? The first thing you guys are going to do is you're going to try to find some English-speaking person and ask them where is the hostro. She's not going to go in their neighborhoods and in their rural areas to pick up some woman. Nah, man, you'll get your ass whooped if you're going to a local pub or a restaurant. Talking about you going to get one of their women, man. Yeah, boy, the guys there beat your ass, man. You better stay your ass on a hostro. You guys can listen. Y'all can tell other people all of this shit, right? But I've traveled. I've been to these. I've lived in these countries. I know the only place you going is the Strip. You ain't going anywhere else in the country. You going to the goddamn host strip. And you're going to pay your little money to get you a hooker. And you're going to make a YouTube video with your hooker on your arm who's been paid to say whatever you want her to say. Okay? And you think that you're getting that off. You ain't getting nothing off because I know better. All right, so Dame, where were we before we got interrupted? Let's finish breaking this dude's video down, and then we're gonna get on out of here.
Okay, let me get back into. He's trying to say Sweden don't have a garden tool stroll.
They all got host strolls.
Yeah, even if they don't say they're the red light district, they got it. I know one of them countries up in there in that general vicinity of Sweden.
Unless you go to a country that, where prostitution is illegal. I don't know where that is. I don't know what country that is.
And still, they still have a whole stroll. Oh, shit, you see, you made me say that word. Shame on you.
Talking about you don't get a pepper. And here's another thing too, right? What makes you think that black women care though? What makes you think that black women care? You know, you guys, what trips me out, right? If you go in your own way and you hate black women, why are you constantly trolling black women? Shouldn't you be with your non-black woman living a high life or whatever as a so-called and I put in quotations, high value man. You can sit up here, dude. You can sit up here. You're talking to a seasoned military veteran, bro, who's been damn near all the way around the world. I've been to Perth, Australia. I've been to the Middle East. I've been to Europe. Been all over Asia. I know what the deal is. I know what you're going to do. You can sit up here and try to tell these people something else if you want to. But I know what the truth is. I know you ain't doing nothing but going to the whole strip.
Hey,
Well, actually, black men are all over YouTube doing what you saying black women are doing, complaining and crying. I mean, it's every single day, all day long. Okay? All day
hey,
long. That's all you guys do, huh?
oh, is Switzerland and Sweden the same thing? Same country?
No.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you find that most women made a response to you guys in the Manosphere Red Pill Cisbin response lumping us all together. I know when I came up here, y'all kept lumping all us black women together because of a few y'all had some issues with, and women were responding to it. Hey, one, we ain't like that. Two, I don't know what women you been with, but that ain't us. Stop lumping us all together. And then I said, if we could take years of y'all complaining, lumping all us black men together, and I tried correcting y'all and saying, dude, we ain't never said all black men was this. We said our black man, or the black man we was with, or that man that I was with. And then y'all
Hold,
start screaming.
hey, Dave,
Y'all
hold it
start
down real quick. I'll be right back.
hmm
I'll be right back. Hold it down real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Then y'all start screaming about us saying that we don't need no man. We never said we don't need no man. It means that you don't need that man. You know, if he's abusing her, neglecting her, being of no help, yes, we would tell her you don't need that man. We never say, and she never says she don't need a man. But okay, since y'all kept saying, we're not gonna help, we're not gonna protect, and if she make a mistake and have sex with y'all and you get her pregnant or she's on her own, okay. Then women's like, okay, then what's the point of me having a man if you're not gonna be there? That's where the song "I Could Do Bad All by Myself" come from. If if I can't do better with you, I might as well be by myself. Oh, but y'all boo-hooing. Now y'all too independent. Y'all think because y'all make more money that y'all don't need us. Oh my goodness. No, y'all have to have an issue when the woman makes some money. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. It's offensive to Swedish women to say that there's a sector in Sweden that is prostituting themselves. That they have a country, they have a section in their country that prostitute themselves. Yeah, yeah. They welcome to talk to me about it and stuff like that. And if I ever come to Sweden and a Swedish woman come to me and goes, "Hey, are you Dame? I heard you've been saying we're all prostitute." I said, "No, I said there are prostitutes in Sweden. That every country has prostitution, whether it's legal or illegal. Now, if you're not a prostitute, then I wasn't talking about you, and you can keep it stepping. Yeah. So that's how I would deal with it. But did I confuse Sweden with Switzerland? Yes, I did. Hmm. Yeah. I do know there's a country or a city in a particular country
I don't
where,
know if all, well, I don't know if all countries have a host show. If you know that, then you may have been looking specifically for that type of environment, because that would be the only way you would know that. You wouldn't know it any other way.
yeah, how else would you not know if a country do or do not have a host room?
Exactly. It's because you're looking for that kind of environment.
No, your remote down here.
Yeah. But you're not gonna tell me that no country nowhere in a country, even if it's legal, illegal, that there are not prostitutes there. Because there's always going to be people who are in desperate situations, and when they get in that desperate situations, that's one way they try to get out of it. Even if it's a one-time thing, they get the maximum bucks they can.
You said women approach men in Sweden. Well, women approach men here in America too.
Yeah, because you're on their bucket list, dude.
Hmm.
Swedish, the Swiss like chocolate. You're like a walking chocolate man. Ooh, there he
And you
is.
have to understand too, right? A lot of these countries still have never seen a black man in person. Because when I was in Shanghai, China, I was treated like a god. I'm 6'4". I'm brown skinned. I'm black man. I'm buff. I'm walking around in my dress whites. People were all over me.
Shoot, if you catch the wrong one, they'll come and try to lick you or take a bite out of you. See if you actually taste like chocolate.
Hmm. Yeah, I see Africans everywhere. I mean, you got Africans in Nova Scotia for crying out loud.
Yeah, and just because there's Africans there don't mean they're not fetishized. In fact, there's some countries that they are confused. Oh, it's getting close to Christmas time, and they hate that what they call them little in these countries where the elves are black. So, hey, I don't
And I
suggest
bet you, and I bet you guys like Atheist and Dolomite are in favor of running a train on a woman. Atheist, would you run a train on a woman? And they're everywhere, Africans. I don't care what country you go to. There's some of them there. They somewhere there. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You may not see them outright, but they there.
Mm-hmm.
You can bet on it. You can go travel to a damn rock. They somewhere on that rock.
Yeah.
So Dolomite, are you in favor of running a train on a woman? Dolomite, are you in favor of running a train on a woman? Yep, me too. I have fought for every country I've been to. I've seen them too. Hell, they was in Shanghai, China. They were down there too, and they were working. Africans don't just go to countries just to be hanging around. They go there and get jobs. Okay, they be working in them countries.
Yeah. And ships and a lot of them countries don't be paying them what they work. Back to trying to ship them out of there. They're looking for excuses to ship them out of there. Hey, what I told you, atheist?
Okay, so atheists, you do realize that that's the nastiest thing that you can do. When it comes to having sex with a woman, the nastiest and the most unhealthy thing you can do is be in a line of other men who are having sex with that woman one by one.
Ew.
Yeah, that's disgusting, really, bro.
That's why women don't want to share men. They don't want to be coming behind no
Right?
other woman.
If you wanted to train on a woman, you probably gay and need to come out the closet because you're going behind men. You know what I'm saying? You're probably gay. Yeah, you should really check your sexuality if you went to running trains on women. That's disgusting, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's nasty. That's what my mother would call a nasty buzzard. But then again, a person like you, Edgy, is probably think a 14-year-old girl is a grown woman. That's not the problem I got with you guys, right? You guys are very quick to say young girls acting like grown women. Why y'all say that? Exactly, Mary Jo. It's nasty. Women, y'all should never, ever be with a guy who ran a train on a woman. I mean, that's nasty. You definitely don't want to be with no dude like that. It's like he lined up to have sex with a dog or something. Yeah, that's nasty, bro. I wouldn't have told nobody. I would have kept that to myself. But then again, like I said, you guys don't know any better. You know, that's why you get fooled by a con men like Kevin Samuels and alpha male strategies. Can't nobody tell you? Can't nobody teach you some wonder game to get women. You got to talk to women. First of all, you got to get yourself straight first, so you don't repulse the women. Okay, you got to get yourself to a point that you can actually approach a woman and she won't run away. All right, and then once you can do that, then you have to develop a conversation with it. You know, it's not, hey, pickup lines and all that other crap. You know, the only reason like pickup lines work is because the woman likes you. Okay, but the woman likes you. But we did have we did hear one pickup line that was pretty nasty, right, Dame? The one about the alphabet. All right,
Wait,
Dame is, huh?
I'm trying to remember that pickup line.
The one where he said, um, we told the girl that she reminded him of the 25 letters in the alphabet. No, well, how many letters in the alphabet? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find that one, y'all. I'll be right back. I want y'all to
Okay.
hear this one line that I thought was creative. I'll be right back.
Yeah. It started with the gangs, then men started on families and neighborhood shoots. Nowadays, nowadays, now it's run on the boys and the gangs. The girls start getting wise and not falling for that crap, so hey, they throwing it to the boys now, and then they send them out to be prostituted. I don't know if y'all saw that. I'm trying to remember where I saw. They were talking about male prostitution in gangs. Yeah, nowadays you getting jumped into the gang has a whole nother meaning. Exactly. I was surprised too. I always wonder why they keep sagging them pants. Oh yeah, the sagging in the pants still mean is still advertising that you available for hire even outside of prison, especially if you're showing the butt crack, or I should say the cleavage, the rear cleavage, or the underwear. It's like, oh my goodness. I think some of the young boys are starting to become aware of it too. They sag, but they make sure that underwear is definitely hidden, that their shirt is long enough to tuck in their pants so you can't see anything. Or they keep telling me, those are not underwear, those are shorts. I say, hey, if it's under your clothes, it's underwear. I don't care if it's shorts. I don't want to see it. I said, keep that up. You're gonna meet the wrong man who's gonna think you advertising. You ain't gonna take no for an answer. So nowadays, young boys, young men are just as vulnerable as the young women. So now we gotta look out for both of them. Yeah. So yeah, you do know that lowering the age of consent ain't just for the girls, right? Now it's that they lowering the age of consent so they can get at the boys too. Yeah, that old saying was good for the goose is good for the gander. Nobody be thinking about that. They always keep let's lower the age of consent to get to these young girls not realizing they making their sons vulnerable, just as vulnerable. You're talking about the no voting, no ucking gang. Well, no, I'm talking to the known gangs that's out there. The ones we heard about all our lives. Yep, they added all in the mix. Any way to make money, selling punani or bussy. Either way, they're gonna sell it, make that money. Dope or guns. Yeah, yeah. So hey, you guys, when you hear these guys talking about lowering the age of consent, realize they're not just talking about women and girls. They're talking about young men and boys too. Only deal with adults. That means 18.
Okay, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then get that last where it says smoothest pickup line. I just put in
Oh,
the chat and put it
okay.
on the screen. All right, y'all, check this
Oh,
pickup line out. This is pretty slick. I give him credit for this one. This was creative. An 18-year-old isn't that's not an adult. Mentally, an 18-year-old mentally is still a child. Dang, you see it?
yes, I see
Uh,
it.
I'm a,
Okay.
okay. Well, come on, hold on.
All right. Okay. All right.
Okay, check this pickup line out, y'all. It's pretty smooth. Go ahead.
20 letters in the alphabet.
Okay, start it up. Start it over. Start it over.
You remind me of the 20 letters in the alphabet.
There's 26 letters in the alphabet.
Silly me. How could I forget the U-R-A-Q-T?
There's only 25. You're still missing one. You can't count.
I'm sorry. Silly me. You can get that D later. You remind me of the 20 letters in the alphabet.
There's 26 letters in the alphabet.
Silly me. How could I forget the U-R-A-Q-T?
There's only 25. You're still missing one. You can't count.
I'm sorry. Silly me. You can get that D later.
Okay, you can get off screen there. That was pretty slick. I gotta give him props for that one. That was pretty slick. No, atheist. Okay, a 18-year-old girl who just turned 18 is still mentally a 17-year-old. Okay? Just because the number says she's an adult doesn't mean she's mentally an adult. She's still mentally a 17-year-old little girl. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they've been trying to get the age consent laws raised to at least 21, 22. Because 18, they still teenagers.
No, I think 18
Now,
is about 30.
now, it should be 21 at least, 21, 22. I would say I really wanted at 25, but no, but the 18-year-old girl is not mature. She's still 17-year-old little girl, 16-year-old little girl in the head. She hasn't even experienced anything to make her grown yet. But I get it, you guys are predators, okay? And so you want the underage girl, okay? And you don't care about her, so you wouldn't look at the fact that I know some people that if you try to mess with their 18-year-old daughter, they will put you down because mentally she's not ready yet. She's not ready yet. That's why I think these age consent laws should be higher. She was just 17. She don't know anything at 18. She just turned 18. She needs to be in school, finishing up her college career, and sometime, 21, 22, then we could talk about her maturing into a full-grown woman. But 18, as far as I'm concerned, that's still a baby.
Yeah, that's just
That's still
graduating from
a
high
kid.
school.
That's still a kid to me. Okay? Well, anyway, y'all, we had fun tonight. We're getting ready to shut it down. I appreciate you guys coming up. Boss Flag and Deacon Dave stopping by. Atheist stopping by. Miss American Josie, Mika. Appreciate y'all stopping by. We'll see you guys again on Ladies Night. I might do something tomorrow. It depends. I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes. So I might do something tomorrow, but definitely check out Ladies Night. Thanks, should have a good one for you. All right, y'all. Peace, power, and unity. Then getting us on out of here. We'll see you guys this weekend.